Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of Fast Break Bets presented by Betting Pros. You know me, you know the voice, know the guy. It's me, a really real, a villain real. Terrell from June here at your service.
How about if you sweep it out?
What's the point? I can't do anything right.
You'll do fine.
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
Keep trying, Patrick.
Hey, SpongeBob, I'm 100% going to keep trying. Because you know what? It's a new day, there's a big slate, and I feel I think I feel pretty good about the slate. But hey, real quick to recap, we did go 0 for 2. And, I thought there was a chance that this game could go under, and that would completely ruin the two bets that we had. But it's just hard, like, backing this Dallas team to do anything right. And they can't even score the bare minimum here. The Liberty did 100% what I thought, and they got to basically 100, and it didn't matter because the Wings didn't even go out there and try. Nobody tried. Nobody was even committed, barely playing minutes. Like, this team is just dead in the water. So, you know what? Chop that up to the game. I'm fine with that. But today, we have 5 games on the slate, which is going to be big because there's no games on Saturday. So it won't be a Discord pick for Saturday, but I will 100% be firing off on the 6-game slate on Sunday in Discord. So make sure you get into that Discord, bettingpros.com/chat for that. All right. So it's a lot. I'm going to let you know. The card has a lot on there. Before we get to that, though, gotta tell you all that you really have to be locked into that Betting Pros app. Go there, you can track all of your bets. Easy to monitor your betting performance by what kind of word is spet? Sport. Thank you. Sport and bet type. Oh, because it says sport and bet, so I put it together and I said spet. There we go. I was wondering how I got the spet. It's because it was sport and bet, and I put it together. I said spet. All right, I'm sorry. Sport and bet site. Man, I don't know how they ended up giving. They're about to take this show away from me. Create your own betting systems, or you can use betting systems that people already created. You can follow them and be able to lock in whenever the system activates. Get a free trial of Betting Pros Premium as well by downloading the app and activating your trial on the upgrade screen. So make sure you go get your Betting Pros app in your App Store, Google Play Store, or whatever that Android store is called. All right. First of all, the WNBA has a problem. Do y'all know the TikTok guy that says that, where he's like, this person got a problem? He's really funny. All right. So, WNBA has a problem. Because why, on a 5-game slate, do you choose to have 4 games tip off at the same time is absurd. Like, I get it. NBA, we're used to watching a bunch of games at the same time, even on football Sunday. But, like, come on, you only got 5 games. Don't put 4 of them at the same time. Ugh. All right, so all these games are tipping off at 7:30 p.m. Well, most of them. But the first one I want to talk about is, let's go to Vegas and the Fever. Still playing in Indiana. Vegas is laying 5.5. 176.5 is total. Just my thoughts on the game. I think Vegas rolls again. Vegas has won all of these meetings by double digits. It just kind of seems like when they play Indiana, they just know how to keep them off their game. Like, even this new look Indiana, because I admit, when Vegas played them in those first 2 games early on this season, Indiana did not have it figured out of how they were gonna be able to play just with themselves. They played them in May. Even by the time they played them in July, they didn't even really have it figured out. But that last game, I think this Indiana Fever team has it figured out, and they got, like, it just, even in the times that they made the game close, it didn't feel like, that they had it. Like, it didn't feel like they were ever gonna win. Like, I was just like, oh, they made it close, and then Aces are gonna pull away. So I think the Aces lay the 5.5 here again. I do like the over this time, though. I know it went under the last game. I do think Indiana shoots the ball a little bit better, but Vegas shot the ball bad too. Like I think Plum and Young both had 8 or 9 points respectively. Like that was it. They really got a lot of their production from Alicia Clark, longtime Washington Mystic. She and I think so she had what 14, and then you had Tip, and Tip gave you a nice game off the bench too. So both of them had double figures coming off of the bench. That was a big relief, but like I still feel like it could be so much better. Like so, I think the Aces roll. I think the over comes in. I think both teams are able to score, but Indiana just doesn't do enough. I think it's another, I think this team is just better. Like I think the Aces are just better. However, the play that I'm going to give out, are you guys even surprised? We're going back to Asia Wilson, over 27 and a half. We're going to take the over 30 and a half. Well, not 30 and a half, the over 29 and a half, so 30 plus points and the 35 plus points. Because guess what? Guess who is 44 points away from 1,000 points on the season? I'm telling you, she knows, the team knows, and I've been talking about it all week, which is crazy that I've been talking about it all week, but somehow the announcers on the game don't mention it at all when she passes Jewel Lloyd to become the single season all time leading scorer. But they have one home game before they go play the Storm on the road. Like she has to set herself up so that she can easily like because the Sun are not going to be easy. Like the Sun are not. It's not going to be an easy game. The Sun are going to give them a game. So she has to set herself up so that she's only like 10, 11 points away when she gets into the building on Sunday. So in order to do that, she's got to have like 30. Gotta have 30. She might even give us 35. Greatest player in the world. I mean, she still went over her 26 and a half prop, and she still went over the 26 and a half prop, and she had effectively a bad game. Like she missed a lot of gimmies at the rim. She missed a lot of putbacks that she could have had. Like she could have played a lot better, and I think she will. So Asia Wilson over 27 and a half on the points prop, and we're going to ladder her up to 35. Let me go ahead and give you the prices that I found. Make sure you shop the lines though. This is just what I have right now, but shop your lines when they come out. They'd be moving all wish wild and crazy. Plus 142 I see, and plus 360 for that 35. But again, shop your lines. Okay, next game up, and it's going to be hold on, I'm sorry. All right, let's go to the Storm. I mean, shoot, all these games are tipping off at 7:30. I don't know why they like. What's up with the 7:30? All right, Storm and the Wings. Storm laying 7.5. 170.5 is the total. Wings on a back to back. I'm sorry, Seattle Showers, but we're not playing them. So the breakdown of this game is hard because Seattle is very underwhelming right now, but the Wings are just not trying. I think I would rather have the underwhelming team than the team that's just literally not trying in these games right now. So if I had to lean away, I would take Seattle. Still would lean to the over. But my favorite player is playing basketball against one of her favorite teams to play basketball against. So of course, I'm going to be betting with her. I don't care what, because it's multiple people that will always come in the comments or anything talking about Jewel Lloyd. Matter of fact, what's that, Chief Keef? Have y'all heard Chief Keef love Sosa? I don't think a lot of my audience has heard Chief Keef love Sosa. I want, go listen to Chief Keef love Sosa, and like the passion that the guy has in the beginning of that song is the passion that I have for Jewel Lloyd. I'm going to ride. I don't care. She could go 0 for 20. I'm going to ride for Jewel Lloyd. That's my favorite player. Don't got to be your favorite player. My favorite player. I'm going to ride for Jewel Lloyd. That's my dog. She's a bucket. She's a hooper. And so I'm going to take my dog against one of her favorite teams to go up against, and that is the Dallas Wings. Looky here. Let's read off Jewel Lloyd's last 7 games against Dallas. 30, 39, 31, 33, 19, 30, 26. Jewel Lloyd's points prop is at 20 and a half. 20 and a half. And I understand. Last few games, it's been rough. 12, 20, 6, 17, 27. But if I know Jewel Lloyd, how I know Jewel Lloyd, when she gets the matchup that she loves, Indiana, Dallas, she cooks. She absolutely cooks. I'm not questioning it. I'm not questioning it at all. Hey, and like I said, this is really less of a podcast of me telling you what to bet and me telling you what I'm betting and you just moving accordingly with that. Psh, Jewel Lloyd over 20 and a half points, dog. Like uh, and Dallas isn't even playing defense. Jewel can get to 20 and a half. Like I've seen Jewel have 20 points by the half. And they're still going to be playing in this game. The Seattle Showers are so underwhelming right now that I wouldn't be surprised, even though I would, if I had to pick a side, I would lay the points with Seattle. I wouldn't be surprised if Seattle Showers just let Dallas hang around for whatever reason. Actually, Dallas plays them tough, if you believe it or not. Now, this Dallas team is completely different right now than what it's been in the past. But if you go look in previous times, Dallas is like there's been 100 to like it's been 100 matchups. Enrique's got 30. She's got Jewel Lloyd's got 30. Like games like that, like really big games. And Dallas has given them problems in the past. I don't think they haven't given them not near one problem this year as the Seattle Showers have dominated every matchup and won by 8, won by 19, won by Math and Public 14. Jewel Lloyd's going to lead us. Jewel Lloyd lead us to victory. Over 20 and a half points. Let me see what a ladder looks like for Jewel. You can ladder Jewel Lloyd. 25 plus points is at plus 205. 30 is at plus 580. I think plus 580 is actually insane for a player that has had 30 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of her last 7 matchups against the team. Out of respect for Jewel, my goat, I have to play it. But I will say on my other show, WNBA Gambling Podcast, I did tease a 13-1 parlay with Jewel Lloyd to score 25 plus points and Asia Wilson to score 35 plus points at 13-1. So do what you will with that information. But Jewel Lloyd over 20 and a half is the official play. All right, I got 2 more for you. We're still in this freaking 7:30 slate. Oh my gosh. The Washington Mystics are on the road going to play the Atlanta Dream. Mystics are catching 3.5 on the road here, and 157 is the total. Okay, so both of these two teams are 12 and 24. Both of these two teams are tied for the 9th seed. Let me see who has the tiebreaker. It really doesn't matter because they're about to have a home and home that I'm literally about to tell you about right now. So Atlanta technically right now has the tiebreaker over Washington. However, the Mystics have the tiebreaker over the Sky. So if the Mystics win this game, they jump from the 10 seed all the way up to the 8 seed. If Atlanta wins, they stay as the 9 seed because they would have the same record as Chicago. And yeah. So I struggle. I think I lean. Of course. Wait, first of all, you guys know we're playing Mystics first half. That's done. We know we're doing that. But I will say I do kind of lean to the Mystics for the full game and just say they keep that momentum. This Dream team has just been so underwhelming. Uh, I don't think I would want any parts of taking them unless it was live. But what I do like here is the under 157 because I think this is going to be a playoff game. So these two teams have a home and home set. It's going to feel like a mini playoff series. It's a lot at stake. If one team can actually sweep these two games, if one team can actually sweep these two games over the other, that puts them substantial. Like that's the driver's seat. You're essentially in the driver's seat to making the playoffs if you can sweep one of the other two teams, whether it's Atlanta or whether it's the Mystics. If one of those two can sweep these two games, you're essentially in the driver's seat. I personally think it's a split one way or the other. Whoever ends up winning this game in Atlanta, I think is going to lose the game on Sunday in DC. I might go to that game actually, but and note for that DC game, it's going to be a bigger crowd because the Mystics. Wow, I didn't even mention this on my other show, but the Mystics actually have a bottomless brunch going on for that game. So they advance sold tickets to a bunch of people who will be there drinking mimosas and having brunch before the game start. Like so they're going to be oh, drunk, rowdy. Like this is gonna be a home. Oh, we might have to take the Mystics on. We might have to take the Mystics on Sunday. All right, let's. We're getting ahead of ourselves for this game. The under. I think it's a playoff game. I think it's gonna be high intensity. Both of these defenses actually have been really solid, like pretty solid defense. And let me see if I can get the official numbers here over the last 5 games. But uh Dream seventh in WNBA in defense. Mystic 79 points given up, fifth in the WNBA. So, and the Dream had overtime game against Indiana. That's really pulling them up a little bit more. But in terms of defensive rating, this is the fifth for the Mystics, sixth in the Dream. You know, their top half of the WNBA in defensive rating. You know the Dream can push a pace all the way to a stop. The Mystics have been trying to run more with Sykes, but they can play out the half court as well. So I think this is going to get down to a very slow pace game, playing out of your half court sets, and just really good defense because both of these two teams want to go to the playoffs. Both of these two teams, first of all, what it would mean for the Mystics to battle back from all the injuries and everything they had, the poor start to the season they had, and get themselves to the playoffs. Like I just think that locked in defense all the way is gonna get us there. And so I'm backing, yeah, I'm backing the under 157 in this game. All right, last play for you, and I will hurry up and let you go. I promise you, this is not going to take long. I'm taking the Connecticut Sun. I'm laying 5, and I'm not thinking about it. Phoenix has been absolutely horrible in their last few games, like absolutely horrible. In fact, Phoenix has been so bad that they need to thank whoever, and I mean whoever, that has just taken the attention off of how horrible they have played in the past 5 games. You can say it's Caitlin Clark. You can say it's Angel Reese. You can say it's Asia Wilson. You can say it's whoever. They have taken the attention off of how bad Phoenix has played. And I can tell you, they lost 90 to 66 to the Storm, the Showers. They lost 90 to 77 to the Mystics. They ended up beating that Dream team. That's crazy, by the way. What a horrible loss for the Dream it looks like right now. The Aces won 97 to 79, and the Lynx won 89 to 76. Prior to that, the Liberty won 84 to 70. So in their last 6 games, they have won once, and every single loss has been by double digits against the top teams in the league. Connecticut is also a top team in the league. Connecticut has also played really good defense. Connecticut has also beaten this team by double digits in every single matchup this season. And did I also mention that Kalia Copper, the best player for the Phoenix Borons, is now questionable with a back injury, so we don't even know if she's playing. I'm very curious on somebody that would take Phoenix, what their angle would be, because I just don't see one. I mean, you could say, hey, Phoenix is at home, they play in the Valley, the X, that gets pretty lit in there, and I do think that it does get pretty lit in there, and it is like, but Connecticut's gone in there and done it before, and Connecticut on as a road favorite this season is, hold on, Connecticut this season as a road favorite is 8-6 ATS. So still kind of going in their favor. Phoenix Mercury 5-4 as a home dog. Like I just really can't. I just struggle to see what the good takes are for Phoenix Mercury. So I think Connecticut, one of the top rebounding teams. Phoenix, one of the bottom rebounding teams. I think offensive rebounds are going to be there for Connecticut. They're going to get a lot of putbacks, be able to run the score up on their side of the ball. Like I just don't see what it is. More extra possessions for Connecticut in that aspect as well. Like I just don't see it. Give me Connecticut Sun laying 5 here. That is play number 4, and that rounds us out. I'm going with Asia Wilson over 27.5 points. Jewel Lloyd over 20.5. We have Connecticut Sun laying 5 in the under in the Mystics and Dream game. All right. Sorry, keep it a little long. It's a lot of plays here today, but let's have a good day. I feel good about this slate. I really do. So let's hope that it comes through. Let's see. Hey, 4-0. 4-0 sweep. That'd be amazing. I like to see it. Couple of ladder caches. That'd be good too. All right. Appreciate y'all. Everybody that just continues to listen. I really appreciate it. I do check the comments and there's good, there's bad. It doesn't matter. I love everybody. Like I just love everybody and appreciate everybody for supporting this dream of mine and being able to do this. The picks are gonna fall better, more consistent, and we're getting into playoff time. Playoff time is when the best show up in the playoffs. So I'm gonna try to get us going, and I feel real good about this slate. We got a bunch of games coming up on Sunday that look interesting, and I think we could get a couple of angles there too. So let's keep running it back. All right. Hey, make sure you go ahead and drop me a rating, whatever you feel like I deserve, whatever it is. Fast break bets, you can do that Apple Podcasts, or you can go to bettingpros.com/fast and do that. Bettingpros.com/fast. You have a chance to win a Gary Payton autograph signed basketball. All right. Hey, that's it. Oh, whoa. That's embarrassing. There we go. Welcome to my home, everybody that just saw it. YouTube.com at bettingpros. You should already be subscribed to youtube.com/bettingpros. You should like the video and comment and all that stuff there. You should absolutely follow us on X and on TikTok as well at bettingpros. And hey, go ahead and give us a follow on Instagram at bettingpros NFL. Other than that, that's really it. I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just gonna end it like this. So we are out of here.